Sure, abuti ona hle.
Khabo.
No, thank you very much, Chair. I stand to move with the proposal to adopt the agenda as it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Molatane.
Thank you, Chair. I will support the proposal of, in fact, I will support the adoption of the agenda.
Thank you so much. May I ask the Portfolio Secretary whether there's any apologies, and if there's any member who would like to apologize on someone's behalf, as well as our guest, please feel free to do so.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. We do have an apology from Ms. Bilankulu, who is not well. Mr. Daniels is running late due to traffic. We also received an apology from both the Minister and the Deputy Minister. The Minister is in Brazil on official visit, and the Deputy Minister is attending the Select Committee on Education, Sciences and Creative Industries. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you. Any other member apology? Honorable Molatan?
Thank you, Chair. I just want to forward the apology of Honorable Mahato. She's not well.
She's not coming at all.
Yes.
Any other apologies? Apologies?
Mine is not an apology, Chair. I wanted
Let me
to,
deal with apologies first. I'll give you an opportunity.
it will be appreciated, Chair.
Thank you. Dr. Jordan, full compliment.
Yes, we're all here.
Thank you, Dr. Kumalo.
Morning, Chair. Those that are supposed to be here are here, Chair, on our side.
Thank you so much, Honorable Khabo.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, and thanks for the opportune moment also. Chair, I wanted to raise a discomfort or discontent around the continuous unavailability of the Minister. I think this is the 5th meeting, if not the 6th meeting, where the Minister is not attending.
Yeah, I think let me make
Can you allow me, Chairperson, to make
Oh.
my input?
proceed.
I'm just a bit disturbed on the other side, Chairperson. I thought that you were calling
Order,
them to
Honorable
order.
Jacobs.
No, thanks, Chair. I was saying that mine is a discontent around the unavailability of the Minister to appear before the Portfolio Committee. It has now become a norm for the Minister not to appear before the committee. It has now become a norm for the Minister to undermine the deliberations and discussions that are taking place at the Portfolio Committee. To a large extent, the Minister has concluded that he's not going to account to this Portfolio Committee. In the last meeting, we have resolved as a committee that the Minister must be summoned to appear before the committee. And it is for that reason that I'm raising my hand on and around the unavailability of the Minister. It must be noted that the apology, first and foremost, from the Minister must be rejected by this committee. Second to that, this committee must be finished with a report as to what is it that the administration has done as a way of summoning the Minister as agreed in the previous meeting. Thank you very much, Chairperson. I just thought that it's important that we must re-emphasize our position as a Portfolio Committee of Sports, Arts and Culture on and around the unavailability of the Minister, especially when the Minister cannot appear in front of the Portfolio Committee. But the Minister would have a decency of running to X space or social networking space and rebuting the views that has been raised in the platform or in the right platform of which it is the Portfolio Committee meeting of Sports, Arts and Culture. This matter cannot be taken light. We're running government here. We're not running a social media platform, or we're not twerking in front of social networking for the purpose of receiving likes and so forth, Chairperson. This matter must be taken serious. It has been put in under the blanket for quite some time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Khabo. I want to concur that the Minister's apology is inadequate. And I think this applies to the Deputy Minister as well. And it's about time for the Deputy Minister also to come to this meeting and to tell us what her deployment and designated area of responsibility is. Whether she's sports, whether she's arts, whether she's culture, whether she's arts and culture, whether she's sport or whatever the case may be. We cannot as Parliament proceed in this fashion. So I would like the Portfolio Secretary to take note and that it be minuted that the Minister's apology is unsatisfactory. Thank you so much. Thank you, Honourable Kabo, for bringing up that very important point. Honourable members, Honourable Mtetwa.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, colleagues, honorable members, SAFA, the Department of Arts and Culture. Chair, under corporate governance, any organization knows that if you are a member of the executive, the decision-making process, and you miss 3 consecutive meetings, under normal circumstances, you will be removed from that particular board or your position. So for us to lament about the minister this, the minister that, I don't think it will help us to continuously make comments and noting his absence. I think this committee must develop a policy around this issue of appearance before this which will resolve the matters instead of us dealing with this matter in bits and pieces on particular days or particular apologies. I think we must develop a policy that says if you miss, you can't miss 3 consecutive meetings. That's unacceptable. And let us note that this committee is not accepting the apology of the minister. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you. I'm not going to give anyone another chance to speak on this issue. Honorable Kabo has made the point. He has requested us to send a letter on behalf of the committee. I have to inform the committee that the letter has been sent to the minister on Friday with no response pertaining to the absenteeism. We will also, at the end of this meeting, do some recommendations pertaining to the absence of both the minister and the deputy minister. Honorable Kabo.
Chairperson, we are going to plead with you as the chair of the meeting and plead with the secretariat not to deviate or change the resolutions of the committee. We had recommended that the committee must not only invite the minister to the second meeting, but the committee must embark on a process of summoning. I'm not sure how that process is unfolding, of summoning the minister to appear before the committee. Because the honorable member Mteto, like he's indicating, this matter of the minister being absent from portfolio committees has been presented before the portfolio committee. It is for that reason in the last meeting we had resolved that the minister must be summoned. Now, there is a difference between pleading with the minister as if he's making us a favor to appear before the committee and summoning him before the committee. Because if it is then summoned and fails to appear before the committee, then it's a different story. We are able to take up the matter with the president, because from where we are sitting, this is an outright defiance and disregard of the views and invitations of the portfolio committee meeting, unless the minister will then want to confirm our suspicion that the minister seems not to have an understanding of the oversight framework and accountability framework that is there in the public in the public entities. So it is for that reason that we must summon, it is for that reason that we had resolved that the minister must be summoned instead of us begging the minister to appear before the committee. So it is for that reason also, Chair, that I would say that I would plead with you not to change our recommendations. The recommendation is very clear that he must be summoned to appear before the committee, not to write him a letter requesting him to appear before the committee. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm not going to give members any more chance. The letter is off to the minister, but with regard to the decision taken by this committee that we summons him with the meeting that we have with the NAC, that has been done, honorable member. So on the 10th, I think, of July, the minister, the minister has been summoned to the meeting with the issues that we had with NAC. So that has been done. The minister, I have just said, has not responded. I think in the absence of both the minister and the deputy minister, we are in a position to do much more. let's leave it there. And I will see during this week what more can we do, Honorable Khabo, pertaining to response. And maybe we must write another letter to the Minister. Honorable members, I'm going to request members to introduce themselves, their names, surnames, the capacity that they are in this meeting. Following the honorable members, I will request DSEC. Following DSEC, I will request...
I'm Achabulile Tumisamtia, Committee Coordinator for Arts and Culture. Thanks.
Good morning, Chairperson. I'm Lindy Matlasela, Researcher, Arts and Culture.
Morning, Chair. Bulela Kulata, the Executive Secretary to the Chairperson. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson, honorable members, and all protocol observed. I'm Sibusiso Sitole from Parliament Language Services.
Good morning, Chair, honorable members. My name is Ntati Hlongwane, support staff from the ANC. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members. My name is Johnny van der Westhuizen. I'm the Committee Assistant for the Portfolio Committee in Sports, Arts and Culture. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fiona Clayton. I'm the Committee Content Advisor. Thank you.
Botani Kamalam Guzoleka Kula, Committee Secretary, Sport and Recreation.
Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Joe Maglua. I'm the chairperson of the Sport, Arts and Culture Portfolio Committee. Honorable members, I'm going to start on a very low note, and allow me to do this with a disclaimer of the Minister's absence in today's very important meeting. This is uncalled for and unacceptable for the Minister being absent, especially in cases where we have to take important decisions. The Minister is accountable to Parliament, and we cannot go on like this. There are certain things officials cannot respond to, and certain things where we need the Minister to answer to this committee. I have given this a thought, and in terms of the National Sports Federation Act, it states that every sport recreation body must annually submit reports to both the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture and to Parliament pertaining to issues in Section 13. I think in future, where federations has to appear, we can just as well meet with them alone, following directives and or recommendations to the ministry. Because we are wasting our time with the sound absenteeism of the ministry. I'm going to tell you why, honorable members. There's a tendency by the minister not to attend our meetings. We discuss, we debate, we interrogate in the absence of the minister, and the next best thing that we read in the news, that the minister has acted against this entity, the minister dissolved that entity. A case in point, Honorable Mtetwa, is your oversight pertaining to SILAPA, where we expected the department to come back and tell us on their actions. We rather read on the news that a decision has been taken. We should also considering not to have DSEC present in our meetings until a Director General is appointed. And it is necessary, if it's necessary, we will invite the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture on our terms. Last year, Dr. Kumalo, on 29 October 2024, we met with the department pertaining to the annual report. The minister informs about the DG's appointment, and I quote, he says that on 1 November 2024, and in his own words, maybe the next time you see me, we will come with people who have been appointed. Honorable members, I put it to you, it's 6 months later. We then met on 7 February 2025 dealing with SASCOC performance report, where Dr. Kumalo herself informed us, and I quote, regarding filling posts, advertisements for some key positions like DG and DDG closed in early November. The process of verification and the final selection of candidates lay with the minister. The minister had appointed a panel and sought to expedite filling those positions It is almost 4 months later. I put it to you, honorable members, that we are in crisis mode with the minister, and it's only us, this committee, that can stop this. Nevertheless, Football South Africa and the public at large will be disappointed to know that SAFA's much anticipated appearance before the Portfolio Committee on Sports, Arts and Culture is met with the minister in absentia. The minister have met with the federations. He had discussions with the federations. The minister even bailed SAFA out with 5 million rand. And as Parliament, we have a right to know about all of these interventions. What was discussed? What was the outcome? What was the intervention? What are the timelines? What is on record? And whether SAFA will turn itself around. Also, honorable members, the perception by SAFA that its appearance before the committee is being deliberately misportrayed as an anomaly is not the case. The president of SAFA was a member of parliament himself, and he knows how parliament operates. As evidenced by the appearance of other sports federations like SARU, Netball SA, Boxing SA, SAFA's appearance before this committee is nothing else than a standard procedure. This committee has an oversight role to play, and when serious governance issue being reported to us, we have to do due diligence. We will not hesitate to summons any entity or any minister to this parliament to come and respond. It is therefore today, honorable members, upon SAFA to convince this committee that no intervention is needed, specifically the fact that our team Bafana Bafana is threatened to be docked after it has fielded the Bochum Mokwena, despite having accumulated 2 yellow cards, let alone the excitement, dancing and celebrations in 2011 after believing we're qualifying for the AFCON Cup in 2012. All of this because of one individual who did not read the rules. The tracking of players, their statistics and disciplinary action warrants a simple, analytic and proper dashboard. SAFA has failed us in this regard. Transport problems, food, salary allegations of fraud, internal fighting, financial distress.
Nothing. Sure, I would be honest.